Hello and welcome. This is a video that shows you how you can purchase or rent or whatever word you want to call it, start your own server on Amazon or Amazon Web Services. So let's get started by heading on to aws.amazon.com. You are going to need to sign up if you haven't done it. Click here and fill out the form. Once you have done that, go to my account/console and open the AWS Management Console. Next we want to click on the EC2 virtual servers in the cloud. And it will open the EC2 Management Console. On the left side there's instances, images, Elastic Block Store, network and security, and auto-scaling. What we are interested at this point is the instances. Amazon supports 3 types of instances. We are going to use the possibly the simplest one, the instances. So open that one. And you can click on this launch instance. Since I have one terminated instance here, it doesn't show the launch button around here. So click on this one. On the first step, you are going to have to select the AMI or Amazon Machine image that you want to use. So, like it says here, AMI is a template that contains the software configuration, which is operating system, application server, and applications required to launch your instance. So you can select one of the Amazon-made ones. So AWS provides these AMIs. You can use your own if you have some. You can use one from the AWS Marketplace, which has a bunch of stuff, or you can use community ones. The Amazon AMIs are the simplest ones, so I'm going to use those. You can. I'm going to launch a Linux server on this time because I want to. So I'm going to go with the Ubuntu one. As you can see, I am still eligible for the free server, so that's what we are going to use. Click on the select button on the AMI that you want to select, and then you choose your instance type. Which type of instance do you want? And the type is different types have different CPU amounts and different memories, and bunch of other stuff that I'm not going to go into. You can look it up by going into Amazon EC2 details page. It explains what the difference between, or more of the differences between different servers, and the costs are of course different. There are plenty of these. They are quite heavy-duty machines. These ones. But let's actually go into the Amazon EC2 details page here. And we can go to the pricing. So what we are going to use is a T2 micro type. It's free now since I am a rather new customer. But let's see what the cost is if we are not eligible for the free, or we want to choose for example, T2 small, which is 1 CPU, 2 memory, 2 gigs memory. So scroll down here and select what the region you want to use. So I'm located in Europe, so I want to use Ireland. And there we can find T2 small is 1 CPU, 2 memory, 2 gigs of memory, and it's going to cost $0.028 per hour. And you can count up how much that is per day or per year. Okay, let's return here. So I'm going to select this T2 micro one, go to next. On the third step, you can configure some instance details. I'm going to leave these as default for now. These are kind of like an advanced thing. So let's click on next here. On this tab, you can add the storage that you want on your server. So by default it's going to add a 8 GB general purpose SSD drive in there. We can add another one here and another one if we want. but I'm going to go with the first one. Go to next. You can tag instances if you want. I'm not going to do it because I only plan to launch one instance this time. Go to next. On the sixth step, you are going to configure a security group. That means that by defining a security group, you'll define what ports and what address ranges are available to and from your instance. So let's, for example, create a new security group. You can select an old one if you want, but let's create a new one for the purpose of this tutorial. You can give it some name, so let's call this YouTube instance and some description, but let's leave it like that. And you can select a predefined types of accesses. So SSH is always wanted or needed. You can select which protocol is it if you use the custom protocol or custom ICMP rule, but the SSH uses TCP protocol and it uses port number 22. On the source section here, you can select where the access is from. So by default it's anywhere, so any IP address in the world can access your server using the SSH protocol. You can select custom IP and set the IP that you want here, or you can use my IP, which fetches your IP address using some program. I'm going to leave it as anywhere. That's not like it says here. The rules with source 000/0 allows all IP addresses to access your instance. They recommend setting it to something, but for the convenience sake, I'm going to leave it anywhere. If you are planning to run, for example, Apache in there, you'll need to set HTTP to allowed section. Okay, let's go to review and launch. You can review the instance, what kind of instance you are launching. I'm happy with it. It gives a warning that the security group is not that great, but I'm going to ignore it for now. Hit launch. And then we can or need to add or select a key pair for the SSH connection to the server. If you have set some key pairs in previous ones, you can select this same one. For these purposes, I'm going to create a new one. Okay, I'm going to name it YouTube Ubuntu and click download, and it's going to download a .pem folder, file. Since I'm using Windows, I can't use the PEM file directly. I'm going to use PuTTY or PuTTY, how do you pronounce it, to connect to the server here. But for this one, we are going to need to generate a PuTTY or PuTTY compatible keyword. Key pair. So we are going to use a PuTTY key generator for that. Since now have downloaded the .pem file, I'm going to load it into the PuTTY key generator. So click load, search for it. So for me, it's going to be downloads, I believe. Nope. Let's see where it's in here. So that's the wrong one. That's the correct one. So go there. Sorry, it was the correct place, but I have a PPK in here. So let's go all files, and then it was YouTube. Where is it? YouTube Ubuntu. There it is, YouTube Ubuntu.pem. So open it into the PuTTY key generator. It says that it's imported, and then we need to save a private key. So click here, and it's going to ask if you want to save it without a passphrase. I'm going to do it. So yes, and then you said what do you want to call it. So I'm going to call it YouTube Ubuntu, and name it Putty after that. So save. That's done. Okay, now the key pair is downloaded. I did convert it to Putty, and we select that this server is going to use the YouTube Ubuntu key pair, and hit launch instance. It takes a few moments to launch it, and like it says here, it may take a few minutes until it is in running state. So if we go to view instances, we can see that the instance that we just created is in pending state right now, so we can't access it. It doesn't have a IP address at the moment. So I'm going to cut the video here until the server is running. Alright, the instance is now up and running, as you can see. We can now connect to it using Putty. So there are two options: either use the public IP or the public DNS name. Amazon instructions tells you to use this, so let's use it. Let's bring up Putty. We'll set the host name to that. Go to SSH, go to auth, and here's a private key file for authentication. This is where you will set up your private key that we just generated. So I have it in here. Open it, and then click open. Or if you want, you can check that this is correct. It is using SSH and the port is 22. Click open. And if you are using this connection for the first time, Putty is going to notify you about a what was it called? About a passphrase. So click yes on that. I tried this before, so it's not asking that. The login as name is for the Ubuntu template of Ubuntu instances. It's Ubuntu, but it varies between different AMIs. So I'm going to add a annotation to the screen which tells you the different login names for different instances. Click enter here, and it's going to authenticate, like it said, authenticate with the public key which we gave to it. So that's it. We are in on our server. So if we go, for example, ls/la, we can see that there's some stuff going on. We can check what the CPU usage is, and so on and so forth. Pretty much you can do whatever you want with the server. Alright, so that's it on how to start up your own instance in Amazon. Once you are done with the instance, when you don't need it anymore, go to the instances page, select the instance, and go to actions. And if you don't need it anymore, but you might need it, click on stop. It's going to stop the instance, and Amazon is not going to charge you with anything. Or if you want, you can terminate it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to need it anymore. It's going to terminate it. It's gone forever. So if you have anything important there, keep that in mind. Okay, and it's shutting down, and then it's going to be terminated. So that's it. If you don't need a server, remember to stop it so that it's not going to cost you anything. And in the next video, we are going to look on how spot requests work. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.